Alright, how's everybody doing? Another walk-in talking update to 2016 USAPL Raw Nationals in Atlanta, Georgia. Leaving the gym here on Labor Day after getting a workout in. Sort of switched up the schedule a little bit this time around. So I'll explain that in just a second here once I lock up the gym here. So right now we're just in baby waiting mode basically. The due date is the 7th, which is 2 days from now on Wednesday. So that is sort of the current situation as far as all that fun goes. And so like I was saying, we're sort of in baby waiting mode right now. Due date's 2 days away, so basically what ended up happening this weekend is I shifted all of my workouts up a day, just sort of in anticipation of the arrival of baby Samson here. So I got a little bit less recovery than normal as far as training wise goes. The first week back, last week was actually pretty good. The first 3 training days, PRs on everything on my squat, overhead press, bench press, and on Friday's deadlift workout. That was the first workout we've had this whole training block that things didn't exactly go as planned. So basically what happened, as best I can tell, a couple things happened last week. My weight dropped down a lot quicker than anticipated and really planned. I mean, I always tell clients and myself as well, we never really want more than like a 1% drop in body weight a week. So for me, that equates to just shy of 2 pounds at most, and I really prefer to be a little more conservative than that, so like 1.5 pounds a week would be my optimal. So what ended up happening, I dropped almost 4 pounds. I don't know, I guess the metabolism just finally started got cranking a little bit between the increased, just walks and hikes and stuff, and the calorie reduction and stuff. So, I was down significantly Friday from the week before, which is a lot more weight loss than ideally we would like to have here. So that was part of it. I think the bigger part though is I was still incredibly sore from Monday's squat workout. And the grip strength was a little off too. So that just, even during warm-ups and stuff, the grip just for some reason didn't really seem to be where where it should have been. I think part of that is I've been experimenting around with using some lifting straps like I've seen some other, high-level powerlifters do, and I think I'm going to get away from that because I just feel like my grip suffered a little bit from that. So the combination of those things, the quick weight loss, still having residual soreness from Monday, I should have just pushed the workout back a day and not been so stubborn, tried to tough through it. And the other thing is I tried to be a little bit too aggressive going for a 10-pound PR as opposed to a 1 to 5 pound PR, like I would tell a client to do. So lesson learned. So that was, lesson learned. First, everything else, the assistance work, that workout last Friday was still really great though. So took a day off on Saturday and then came in Sunday yesterday, and floor press was the main lift. Lower back, just the lumbar spinal erectors were still quite sore from trying to grind out some heavy deadlifts the Friday before. But hit a nice 10-pound PR on floor press. So I was really, that's a big jump for a pressing movement. So I was really happy about that. And everything else felt really good yesterday. Today was supposed to be block pull, so it came in. Tried to be a little bit more conservative, but the low back is still just sore, just from lower recovery and stuff, and tried to push through it, but just wasn't there. So the assistance work was still good today, but that was 2 sort of subpar deadlift workouts in a row. So we'll sort of regroup here. I'll take a day off tomorrow. And the plan until little baby Samson arrives here will just be 2 workouts, day off, 2 workouts, day off, just because I know when he's born I'm going to be in the hospital for probably a couple days. Everything's going to get pushed back anywhere from 1 to 3 days anyway, so I'm going to miss some workouts when that happens. So with that, in anticipation, I'm going to have to try to stay ahead of schedule a little bit here until he's born. Hopefully this week sometime at a convenient time would be nice. Only other real major update, I guess, going forward, a little frustration is come to find out that the belt I've been lifting in the USAPL for the last 4 or 5 years now, both in Texas and in Michigan, and then the knee sleeves I've been lifting in Michigan here since I moved back, so about 3 years almost now. are not IPF approved, so I cannot use them at nationals. So sort of a bummer, because the belt especially should have lasted me pretty much my entire life. It's a great belt. It's within the specifications of what is required, but there's some debate, I guess. But USAPL claims that certain manufacturers are not manufacturing up to their specifications, and when they say they are, the companies I've spoken to, Elite FTS is who the belt and sleeves are made from, has basically said that they refuse to pay a fee to the IPF, International Powerlifting Federation, in order to have their gear on the accepted equipment list, which I think is probably the more realistic answer to that situation, as far as why that is like that. So anyway, I can't use that belt, can't use the knee sleeves. I've been training all this time. And even my singlet, which is really ridiculous, it's just an old Adidas wrestling singlet. It cannot be used either. So I'm going to have to shell out a few $100s here and get a brand new belt, brand new knee sleeves, and brand new singlet that are on the IPF approved list. Frustrated with that. Don't really want to be switching equipment this close. It really shouldn't. The switching equipment really shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it's sort of frustrating to have to shell that money with a new baby and everything. I don't know if I'm more frustrated with that they sort of charge those fees, and you have to have certain equipment that is companies that are willing to pay the money to have their names on that list, or if I'm more frustrated at the state level that I've gotten away using that equipment in Michigan and in Texas for 5 years now, and nobody's ever questioned it at equipment check or inspection or anything. So either way, I'll have to get that taken care of here so I can get a few weeks in the new belt and new sleeves, try to get them broken in a little bit before nationals, get the back feeling healed up and not so sore, just muscular soreness, not spinal soreness or anything like that, and then keep trucking away here and try to slam the caffeine here once Samson arrives, and we'll rock and roll from there. Thanks for checking in.